Gangsters, what's up guys?
Okay, so this is going to be a pretty neat video. So this is going to be the first time that we're going to be trying to screen record while we are running the truck and everything. So I've gotten a lot of questions about how to do Gen 3 cam tuning at idle. And so I'm going to use my my idle channels here, and I've got my current tune file with we're in speed density right now, obviously, with this 228 Texas speed cam. Obviously 750 is my target idle RPM. We're going to be looking at our base running airflow here. You can see park and neutral at temperature, about 11.5 grams a second of air is where we're at. This is what the factory table looks like, so you can see kind of where I'm at thus far. The engine is already warmed up, so we're not going to be looking at cold start stuff. We're only going to be looking at the warm idle trims. So we're going to go ahead and turn the key, and we're going to connect to the vehicle. We'll start logging, and we'll fire it up. So we can see here we're at running temperature, and also too, in the tune file, I have all of my AC adapts turned off, and I have the AC in the truck turned off as well. That's what you have to do in order to do this. So if we navigate over here back to our data log, so it looks like our idle adapts, we're actually trying to pull 2.5 grams a second of air out, which is kind of interesting. So it's actually trying to pull that airflow out. You can see that our trims are pretty close. Okay, obviously closed loop is enabled, but you can see that our idle adapts are trying to pull 2.5 grams a second of air. So we're going to pause and make that change, and yeah, we're at 190 here. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is just pull, and let's kick it, let's put it in reverse. Let's see what it does. Pulling 1.5 out. Let's just work on the park. Let's stop this data log here. We'll go in here and we will, right here, let's just pull out 1 gram of air. Kind of fade this over, and then yeah, we'll come back and we'll check this out again. Okay, so we got our change made here. This was the little change that we made. So we took about, I believe, about 1 gram or so out. So let's go back here, connect to our vehicle. Oh, either it's gathering vehicle information. Whoops. Start scanning. Here we go, let's fire it up. Want to give it a second or two to kind of make sure that it's not in an open loop or anything crazy like that. You can still see here it's pulling. So we took out 1 gram, and it's, it was, minus 1 point, it was, minus 2.5. It was trying to pull out 2.5 grams a second of air, and now it's only pulling 1.5. So, and again, to go back and look at our spark tables, oops, sorry, let me pull up my, file here. There again, if we go back to spark, my in park table, we're just running on the stock spark numbers here. Let's go back over here to idle. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, so it looks like it's still pulling out 1.5. So let's go ahead and pull another cam truck. Is that what that is? It's probably with the cam Yukon. So again, let's go ahead and go back and let's pull another gram out, and let's just let's stop the scanning, disconnect from the vehicle. We'll go back in here, and again, we'll pull another 198. Let's just make it 10 grams even, and then over here like this. So close compare. What is this? 224. Idle change. Yeah, so we'll load this and we'll be back here in a second. Okay, and so we're back. We've got this file uploaded. Let's go back to our scanner here. Key is on. Let's connect to the vehicle. And let's just see where we're at here. Let's see, we are scanning. Here we go. And also too, you'll notice if I pull up a stock file, a stock 2004 Yukon file, we do not need any cranking spark or anything like that in this file. So cranking spark is stock, and then as well as the idle, startup airflow. Usually on a really big cam, you have to go in here and put some in here, but looks like we don't have to. So if we come back down here, idle adapts. Okay, we're within 1 gram per second of air, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Trims are within a few percent, so I'm pretty good with that. And really too, you'll see the throttle blade start to close a little bit, which is good. And then the next thing that you would want to do, so I'm pretty okay with that. You could take if you're within 1 gram a second, I would probably be okay with that. And then the next step would be to put it like in gear and see what it does. And then you can see right now we're in drive, and it's pulling out almost 2 grams a second of air. Reverse, pulling out 2 grams a second of air. Put it back in park, it's pulling a half a gram. So this next change that we're going to make, let's disconnect from the scanner. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back in here, and 198 and above, we're going to make this 11.5. Let's make this 10.3. Just kind of fade this in, and then what you would do is you would go back and test this again and kind of see where it's at, run it through the gears. And what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to put my AC stuff back to stock where it was. Let's see, we're over here. Let's close this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and label this 225 idle tuning complete. Obviously, you can do this a couple more times, and you'd have to get a feel for it. But this would be a good way to go. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and let's see here. Yeah, we're disconnected from the scanner. So let me load this, and yeah, we'll be back here in a second. Okay, guys, we're back, and it looks like we are doing a little bit better here. The chop is also a little bit better. I do have the AC turned on here. So idle advance is going to be kicking in, as you can see, and then all of the trims, all of the adaptive AC stuff is going to be kicking in. You can see it's kind of holding the idle just a little bit right there. That's in park. If you look at our RPM, 750 is what we're commanding, and it looks like we're somewhere kind of in that range, which is good. If I put it in reverse, makes that transition just fine, which is good. Idle AC airflow, you can show it, you'll see what it's adding right here, for the friction loss. Put it in drive. You can still see it's pulling some out. But this is basically just to show you, and I've got the AC on about, halfway. Oop, I don't go nowhere. If we rev it up, it's holding the idle just a little bit. The idle follower is kicking in some right here. Now it's holding that idle just a little bit. If we go back and look, yeah, don't do this in speed density only. I had kind of a dead pedal, so you may have to go back and adjust that. But if we go back over here, let's get up our compare file. Yeah, it definitely seems to have a little bit better of a chop. Come back over here to airflow. Airflow multiplier. So our decay park neutral is probably where we want to be. What we could do is double this number right here, and that would decay it just a little bit faster. But so far, it seems to be doing pretty well. It is holding that idle. It is bringing it down just a little. I honestly don't mind it. I don't do a lot of free revving, you know, in park, so I'm kind of okay with it. Obviously, you can say it's taken some out, but those are your adaptive AC trims, you know, trying to take care of that. So, decent vacuum. It's right around the idle we want to be at. So far, I mean, I'm pretty pleased with this. It just goes to show you that you don't need to run these big, giant, inflated numbers, you know, indefinitely. The spark is jumping around a little bit, but this cam's got a good bit of overlap in it, so holds there right at about 2,000. So we might go in and adjust that. That might be a separate video, but yeah, this is how you guys can go in and you can tune this stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment, like, subscribe down below, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.